Now in the park we also have plenty of ostriches. The grey ones are female and the black ones are male. On the males you will notice on their beak there is some redness on their beak as well as at the front of their legs. And the more red the male have, the more the females are attracted to the male. We also have a couple of rhinoceroses on the loose. I think I might have seen one of them. I'll show you in a minute. One of them is called Manyara and the other one is called Zambezi. They both have brothers, same dad, different mother, and they're both 7 years of age by 1 day from one another. So they're practically almost twins. Then we've got a big male ostrich in front of us there on the road. You'll see her in a moment. Yeah, we had the two rhinos together. Sometimes they're together, sometimes they are apart from one another. But this time they both decided to walk along one another. Right in front of us, on the left and on the right, you can see the long-haired Defasa waterbacks from Africa. These waterbacks usually live in swampy area and very close to river. They are excellent swimmers, and since the big cats don't like their paws being wet, let alone being muddy, that's how these chaps manage to escape their predators, by going back in the swamps. Having said that, there is always the odd hyena that may want to get his legs being dirty. On the left here you can see one of these Defasa male. Look at the horns. One of his horn is actually growing sideways. Now the reason for this is because when this chap was very young, a long time ago, he was transferred from Amsterdam Zoo all the way down to Port Lim in a crane. And because his horns were softly embedded in his skull, he panicked for some unknown reason and hit his head very hard on the side of the crane. Now that horn on the left actually swiveled in his skull, and the keepers as well as the vet didn't want to rectify this, and the horn actually grew sideways ever since. Now the Defasa waterback also has an oily substance on his fur, which makes his meat tasting absolutely ghastly, so the lions who are trying it first time don't want to do it again. The only ones that will eat the meat of these is very hungry lions or even hyena. Now the next stretch of road is going to be slightly bumpy, so don't Be careful with young children, yes? On the left amongst the bushes there is a group of blue wildebeest. I hope to see a bit more of them later on. But you all know about the blue wildebeest migration in Africa. They migrate from Tanzania all the way down to Kenya in the Masai Mara in look for greener pasture, so to speak. I'll come back to the blue wildebeest in a second. If you look on the left hand side there, on the feeding station, you can see Nick. This is the large nilgai I mentioned to you earlier on. This is Laszlo's brother. Right there in front of us. On the left hand side, of course, you can see a mixture of animals. You have the white dotted ones. These are the axis deer from Nepal and Sri Lanka. We have about 130 of them in the park, and they're scattered around a bit everywhere. They're very shy animals. Then you could see on the left of these spotted deer, you can see some other ones. These are ginger ones and with a white belly. These are the red lechwe from Africa. The red lechwe are the most elegant of our animals. And then of course the gravy zebra walking around over there. You can see the difference in their marking on their body. Now the axis there is very shy animal. Now since it's been raining, of course they all are practically under the bushes. It won't be long before they come out again. And they could be scattered around in little group of 2 or 3 sometime, and sometime large group of 20 or 30. They're also the favorite food of the Bengali tiger, by the way. Now if you look on the left here, he's looking at us at the moment. This is Nick, Laszlo's brother, and you can see that he's not grey, but he's light brown, like the female. Yes, we're talking about you. And there he shows his face to you. He says good morning to you. Then we have another 2 gravy zebra there. These 2 came from Denmark, by the way. They're always together, never separated. And then some more axis deer there on the left. And then just above the axis deer, you can see some roan antelopes. These roan antelopes with their curved horns, these are young ones. They are about 3 years old. In Africa, they are being hunted for their horns, although their horns don't have the same value as the rhinoceros's horn, but it's for a very expensive trophy rather than anything else. So whoever brings the head of a roan antelope back to the village makes a lot of money, and is also treated as VIP by society. Now these ones are very young ones. They wouldn't bring any money in Africa. Another 2 years perhaps, yes, but not now. Aren't they cute? Now I was talking to you about the wildebeest earlier on. You know that they are traveling from Tanzania all the way down to Kenya. And this is their usual yearly migration, but they also have to go across a large river. And this river is called the Mara River. Now the Mara River is also the home of the largest and the most ferocious crocodiles in the world. These are called the crocodiles of the Nile. And many of these wildebeest